here on IceTime.TV with Cardiff Devils player coach Andrew Lord after a successful weekend, a 6-3 victory last night against the Coventry Blaze and 3-2 tonight against the Sheffield Steelers. And Andrew, your thoughts on the weekend as a whole?
Yeah, we found a way. First period in Coventry wasn't good enough. Give them a lot of credit. They played a heck of a first period. I thought that was, by a country mile, their best period they played against us. Their new guys were very quick, added a lot of speed to their team. They were obviously very hungry after the previous weekend. They really worked and outworked us, I felt. The guys responded with a great second. And we had some timely goals in the third there to kind of put it out of reach, and it was a good win. And then tonight was ugly, but we got a job done. So yeah, it was a big win at the end of the day.
I guess going back to last night, we can't let it go without talking about Thomas Murdy and that in-game decision you made at 3-1. Ben Bounds, who's been so key for you over the last couple of years, but I suspect that was more a decision just to get the team going in front of the netminder?
Yeah, I felt in-game and after reviewing the tape, felt we really hung Browner out to dry there, especially on the first two. We gave up two cross seams on the PK. The other one, again, backside goal. And then the third one may have ricocheted, went 5-hole. He may have wanted that one back. But, yeah, it wasn't so much his performance. It was really just to wake our team up because it was funny. We actually had a great 5-6 minutes to start the game, got the first goal. We were going, and then we just let off the gas. We had some penalty trouble there. And, yeah, I actually told him when he came off the ice that we might go back to him. I was thinking about the old Mike Keenan move. He used to coach the Canucks there in Vancouver, and he loved the back and forth between the goalies, try to buy yourselves a couple timeouts and wake the group up. But Merds had a couple huge saves early on, and he looked composed like he always does, and we just rolled with it. The guys responded well, and the rest was history on that.
Last night in Coventry, and then again rolling into tonight, the fourth line played a lot of minutes, perhaps their most minutes of the season. You really could extend the bench, and the role players this weekend really stepped up to play.
Yeah, I'm really proud of those guys. We've challenged them a little bit lately. Went through some tape and just some good, honest conversations. I thought they responded unbelievable, especially last night. Their energy on the bench, even in the first couple minutes of the second, they didn't get out there, and they stayed positive. They stayed upbeat. And then they really got going on the forecheck, the cycle. They had a big goal there with Briner winning a face-off and Jonesy getting in the net and Bordy boxing out with Culligan's nice shot. And that really energized our group. And again, tonight, I thought they had some quality minutes. And that's big right now because we have a very tough schedule coming up with these midweek games. It's absolutely critical. And, yeah, hats off to them.
I know you're not going to give me much on this because you're a professional, but did it feel any different tonight coming into it felt like the two best teams going at it, and this series between the Steelers and the Devils could be a little bit defining. It had a big game mentality to it. How was it, coaching in the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't touch on that at all, to be honest. Internally, yeah, I felt it was a huge game. Huge game. I think the head-to-head against these guys is big. Obviously, there's other teams in the mix still, but and it's still very, very early. But these games are always huge, and definitely would have liked a lot better first period. I do think Boundsy was huge, and I thought we had some nice block shots. We boxed out as opposed to last night where we didn't. I thought that kept the score line down, and then I do think we found our game a little bit in the second. We had some timely scoring, and obviously the power play was back on the board with two huge ones tonight. I think maybe the one wasn't quite a power play goal, but yeah, it was great.
I've got to ask you because Paul Thompson has declined an interview tonight, but there was a little bit of controversy about the two goals. I understand there was a little bit of talk about an interference play on the first goal with Lane Olmer and Joey Haddad on the second goal. Could you understand, being on the opposing bench, the level of frustration he might have there?
Maybe a little. At the same time, this league, it's not called like the NHL. There's interference basically on, probably every shift. There's hooking and holding, and it's a grinding mentality, this league. And I know our group, with how much skill we have, we get frustrated a lot because a lot of our guys like to play with a little bit more freedom, a little bit more open space, and it is a grinding mentality, this league, and I think it makes for entertaining hockey. It was kind of a turn back the clock to maybe last year. I thought our rivalry so far this year wasn't quite as nasty. I thought tonight it got going, and I thought from both sides there was a lot of passion showed and a lot of energy, and I think it made for an exciting game for the fans.
A lot of that passion, a lot of that energy came from you. There's a lot of talk about you being on the bench, being as a player, and I know you want to not prove people wrong, but show you can do both roles. Tonight, personally, you seemed very keyed up for this game. You were blocking shots. You had an intrinsic role to play.
Thanks. I felt, for whatever reason, I couldn't figure it out, and it just happens some nights where the team's a bit flat, the bench is flat, and I tried different things to get the boys going, and it just didn't seem to be working tonight. I wasn't connecting with them all that well, and luckily, as a player coach, it's a unique role. It gives me a chance to do my thing as a player, and I felt, I tried to make a couple plays to get the guys going, and I think, I think there was quite a few guys that stepped up there in critical moments tonight.
You touched upon it, maybe 5-on-5. Sheffield had the better scoring chances tonight, but special teams were key. The power play came through, but the penalty kill in particular was very, very good.
Yeah, the penalty kill was huge. I don't know how many minors we took, but probably a few too many. And they have a good power play. They got some great shooters there, and I thought our stick lanes and our blocking shots, guys were buying into details, and I thought Bounzy's save with 17 or 18 seconds left was unreal and probably saved me from a heart attack there. So that was good.
The fixtures come thick and fast now. It's a quick turnaround to Nottingham, another tough game on Wednesday night, a team who have caused a lot of problems for the Devils this year, and the month of December is pretty congested. A good challenge, an exciting challenge, but certainly is a challenge for you as a coach to manage these guys, manage their ice time, manage their recovery.
Yeah, it's good. We got a very deep team. We have good, we're fairly healthy at the moment. We got some bumps and bruises, but nothing too crazy, and yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be nice little change. We got some guys that have played in the NHL that are used to more of the games every second, third night or every other night, and they're probably going to enjoy a little break from 3 or 4 practices a week with me, and it'll be good. Hopefully we can get on a roll here.
Well, Andrew, it's been a 4-point weekend. Finish off on my final note. Go and enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for joining us on IceTime.TV.
Thanks.